Hello, it's Argo here. In today's video, we will discuss the upcoming additions to Dinkum in their Blooming Spring update coming this month. The developer did a live stream showing off all this information, and we will go through and summarize all the changes so you don't have to watch the entire stream. The first addition showed off was the addition of the tripod camera. This feature will allow you to take selfies and get wider angle photos with your town and or of your friends. The coolest feature of this is the changes to the bulletin board. There will be a calendar added where you will see upcoming game events and villager birthdays. They did not discuss it, but you see the upcoming bug catching event coming up this month. I think this is a really cool addition and also a really cool thing for expanding the multiplayer of the game, because I'm assuming it's going to, this is full assumption because they did not talk about the events at all during the stream, but I'm assuming it's going to be something like the Animal Crossing bug catching event where you'll have a timer and whoever can catch the most bugs, which is going to be super awesome and really cultivate and show off that the biggest draw of this game, which is the multiplayer and also having friends come over to your island. So it is going to be amazing, and I hope there's a lot more events coming, but we will see. Next up will be the addition of new licenses. They showed off the upcoming sign writing license, which is an awesome feature that will allow you to customize your town even more. With this license, you will be able to craft different types of signs and be able to add whatever text you want on them. There's also a street sign that you will be able to write on so you can name your roads of your town. This license will also add letter statues that you'll be able to craft and write out whatever you want. And they didn't show how big these statues are, but I'm assuming they're pretty substantial. So it'll be really cool to play around with this and see what people end up kind of making with it. I think the sign writing signs and also the street signs is what I'm mostly excited about. They mentioned that there is different types of signs, so it's not just this wooden sign. So I'll be interested in see how many different texture signs you can have. So maybe it can fit different kind of themes of your town or around your island. Next up will be the addition of a new crop. This will be the coffee beans. So you'll be able to add to your farms, and it will only grow in the spring. With these beans, you will need to roast them and then cook them, and you will be able to serve and drink cups of coffee, which, I think everyone will really enjoy. It's a really cool feature. The next big addition is a new building and vendor. The building is called Tucker Box, and the vendor that runs the shop is Sheila. Sheila will have a hot item that you will want to buy that day and will pay extra dink for them. The hot item will change every day along with the goodies that she sells. She will sell cooked food and drinks, so that is amazing news for those out there that just like cooking all day. And so I think it's a really cool, the store inside looks more like a bakery with little tables and everything. So I think it's a really cool place that will definitely kind of, if you're in the pinch and you want to go to the mines and you don't have the materials, you can just go in there and buy some cooked food so you can get some energy and then go have a good time. Speaking of mines, there's some additions to the mines. There's almost a new biome inside the deep mines that will have new resources and items that we can farm. The coolest thing that I really liked that they showed off is the new lily pads. You will be able to collect and place these anywhere on water around your island. The larger lily pads allow you to stand on so you can create really cool paths anywhere you want. It's pretty aesthetic with the lily pads, especially if you're trying to make like a swamp or a little pond around your island. It would be a really cool feature that you'll be able to step on. Really am curious if you'll be able to put items on the lily pads. They didn't really talk about that, so that is something to look out for and see how it goes. They will also be adding new dialogue to the villagers around the island as well. A nice detail that will be in the upcoming update will be at night when all the shops are closed. The villagers will now be inside the Tucker Box and will talk to each other and have conversations. They kind of showed that off, and it looks like you can't interrupt them, so it'll be really cool. It gives the villagers a lot more personality, and you start really kind of engaging and seeing how each person will be. So it's gonna be really cool it's gonna be really interesting to see how, you know, everyone already kind of has their favorite one, if that will change after you start hearing them talk and the kind of conversations they have. A new item they showed off is the diving helmet. You'll be able to get this from the mines, and it will allow you to walk on the bottom of any water. This will allow you to collect minerals easier and also place items underwater. They really kind of talked about that a lot, so I'm curious to see if there's going to be new things you will be able to mine or to collect at the bottom of water, or they're just trying to lean on the decorative part where you'll be able to place items easier and you're not always just swimming. They did say it's going to take energy while you're underwater, so it'll be interesting to see if that is more, which would be better, just swimming or walking, which way will be faster. A large item that is being added is this boat. This will hold everyone on your island, and it'll also have its own storage on it. So if you're out and you need to place items in storage, you will be able to do that right away, right there, instead of going all the way back to your town to upload. I think this is a really cool feature. It looks awesome, especially, like I said, mentioned earlier, it is kind of helping and pushing more towards that multiplayer part of the game, which is always going to be a big benefit. So it's going to be a very welcome addition to the game as well. Last but not least is what I think is the coolest feature that is being added. It is called the water beds. With the water beds, you'll be able to create waterfalls anywhere on your island. All you have to do is place the water bed down, and if it's on the edge, it will create a waterfall. If it's a flat piece of land, then it will just be water. For those creative people out there, you'll be able to really create some really cool features with waterfalls, and you can also use the water beds as like a dam to stop water wherever you like. So I think this is a very, very, very welcome change, because before this update, you always had to find a water source, kind of dig your way all the way to where you want the water, and then you would have to kind of close up, the path if you wanted a pond. And with this item, you'll be able to basically put water wherever you like, which it just adds to the customization of each town, and it kind of frees up and opens up a lot more possibilities with the kind of theme that you want to do of your town. So that will always be welcome. Well, with that is all the major additions they showed off this week on the dev stream. They mentioned more is coming with the update, but they did not show it off right now. I'm assuming they're going to do more streams in the next week or two, but you never know, because they did say this update will be coming out in March. So it's definitely going to be coming out in the next, within the next 3 weeks, I'm assuming. But with that, if you like this content, consider subscribing to the channel for more Dinkum updates and live streams. And I will see you guys for the next one. Have a wonderful day. Be kind, be peaceful. Bye-bye.